Record
a
on the
tank
camera?
pig, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, it's been recording this whole time.
I know. I was just. I waited till he had a vape.
You
in.
asshole!
I waited till he had a vape in.
Jesus.
Tiny, are you enjoying the squishiness of that pig?
I mean, kind of, yeah. He's oddly resilient, where he should be at least I would say 6 to 7% squishier.
He was my fidget toy for a little bit. Now I have like the foam dice, you know. It's a pretty good little fidget.
He is.
He doesn't hurt anybody's feelings.
You can boop his 4 legs like buttons.
So
and he looks like you dancing.
I thought in the spirit of the season that has passed, everybody at this point has got a plethora. For those who participate in Halloween candy, you've probably got a plethora of Halloween candy available to you. But I'd like to offset the Halloween candy with something different. This is made from fruit juice, and it is a brand of gummy that is squishy, much like the pig that Tiny is playing with.
Is it from concentrate?
It is. I don't know. Honestly, I can't read that good. Real juicy, real good Black Forest.
Yeah, I was about to say, that looked like a Black Forest.
Made with real fruit juice.
Ooh, I've never had Black Forest gummies.
These are
actually.
Black Forest gummies. Black Forest take on the Gushers.
Ooh.
These have the fruit juicy centers. And I think that these are some bitch packs. So I'm sorry, but I thought that I would just be good. But by some bitch packs, is there's 6 per pack. So by the time you get done, you're like, some bitch. And also that toss. So we're going to get into a lot of eating later on in the month. And I'm excited for the later on in the month eatings. But for now, I can open into the pack of the gummies. And, I mean...
Are we waiting to try these or can just...
No, just dig in. Just check them out.
I've already started. I don't have control when it comes to gummies.
I think
Oh, that is like just the best Gusher.
it's so
Ooh.
good.
That's what a Gusher wants to
That
be.
apple one tastes like an apple.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Oh
so
my god.
good.
That's the best like gummy I've ever had. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever had Black Forest gummies, but you should try the Black Forest gummies. They make gummy bears. Those are dope. Tiny and me can go through a
Yep.
bag of them. It will actually in probably a day if Tiny and me are both going through them. But if Tiny and me are just excluding Tiny, then it's just me. Then they'll last me 2 weeks.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna say the Albanese gummy bear. It's had my heart for a very long time. That's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Forest gummy bears. That's a number 2. They're good, but their consistency is more like little kid gummy candy.
I love little
Which-
kid gummy.
I do too, and it's very nostalgic. But the taste is up there. These, if I would classify them as a gummy in the same way that gummy bears are gummy bears, this would beat out Albanese, and that kind of hurts me. However, since they have goo in the middle, they're in a subcategory
Yeah,
of which they are the best.
goo is a modifier.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. It's like because a Gusher wants to be it, but they're way too gummy, so that you don't get the like squish factor because you just like have gummy everywhere.
Yep.
And-
These I'm gonna say are the sexy cousin to the gummy bear.
I also have 2 beverages in this room. Tiny, have you already cracked yours open?
No.
We can go ahead and crack them open. Otto, if you'd like to have a sip of mine, I already know what it tastes like, so I'll crack mine open for
Okay.
you. My wife the
We're
other
gonna do
day...
it together or just crack it, boy.
Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, synchrony.
Satisfied.
So
Good finish.
my wife, I said something the other day that she said was a total betrayal. And the total betrayal was I reached into the fridge and I said, ooh, I'm going to get me a sody. Ooh, Tiny's just going to go ahead and down the whole thing. I like it.
That's good.
There are tasty beverages. Here you go, Otto. You may have yours. So, Waterloo sparkling water at Aldi. It's got this is the orange vanilla flavor. It's like cream.
good.
It's like creamsicle-y. So
That's got a strong vanilla that I didn't know that I would like in a spicy water.
Yeah, that was really good.
That's lovely.
it's vanilla up front,
Yeah.
orange later, like a cream saver.
Yeah.
Orange sparkling waters usually just fall flat because there's nothing there besides just that orange. But that has that vanilla that like keeps the orange there and like makes it pop.
And it smooths out that sharpness that that orange flavor usually has.
Yeah, and the thing that I betrayed my wife with, though, was I was reaching into the fridge and I said, I'm going to get me a soda. And she was in the mind frame of like the zero sugar, like what are they, Starries, because I get those. So she sees a sugar-free soda in my hand because I'm getting me a soda. And she's thinking, oh, an orange vanilla zero sugar soda? Where did he find that? I'm going to take a sip. And then she took a sip expecting a sugar-free cola like that.
Oh, no.
Only to get a mouthful of orange vanilla.
TV static.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, because like there's a difference. Me and my wife have currently switched to like zero sugar sodas, and like I can taste the difference between like cola and like a zero sugar cola. That would be a completely another step down from that to like I couldn't even imagine. You'd be like, oh, this is orange, but also a CRT like static tingle.
We're going to take a little bit of a turn once we go into this intro music. See if you
Which-
like this new thing we've got
Yeah.
coming up for you. We've got to listen to a little bit of it, and Tiny's got it put together pretty nice. So check out this new intro. We'll be back with your intro into Ancient Stone Poets.
Oh, gather round, you mates of mine, for tales of nerds and lore. Three best friends on a podcast line with laughs and chats galore. From comics bright to movies grand and games we love to play, we'll sail the seas of fandom land in our nerdy way. Heave-ho, raise a glass to the stories we entwine, with laughter loud and knowledge vast, nerding through the grapevine. Heave-ho, come join the crew, we'll share our tales divine. From D&D to MCU, nerding through the grapevine.
I'm Austin Shazam. I'm introducing phrasing back into my vocabulary. Pfeiffer.
I'm Otto. I am the elevated Cogdell.
And I'm Tiny, the keeper of the bonsai.
And we are Nerded Through the Grapevine, the podcast where three best friends gather weekly to talk about our favorite parts of past, present, and future nerd culture. This week we are coming at you with ancient stone poetry. Now, in the past, we have discussed several iterations of poets, mainly revolving around those of the Southern poetry variety. But I feel that there is a large section of poet that gets ignored by us because they don't.
I was trying to find my battery. She was in the way.
I just spit.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Hold on, I'm going to call my wife. And he's going to get banished from the house. He's going to get banished from this house.
What's wrong with Ada?
I'm calling my wife, and you're going to be banished from the house.
What's wrong with Ada?
I don't like it.
She's chill.
I'm calling my wife, and you're going to
I mean,
be
it's not Mary
banished.
Jo.
What's the difference?
This one doesn't have a person in the middle.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'm good. So
Well, I got her from Goodwill, so who knows? You don't keep a riding buddy in your bag?
I gotta snap back to it. This has cost me so much Discord. There's a link in the description. Get on into the Discord, hop in there, and we're having a happy, slappy, fun time. We've got meme channels. We've got a place where you can just come and talk to us. Most of us are going to be active in there. If there's a chat going on, you know, just get on there. And also, we've got the Backyard Bonanza we discussed actually in a previous episode, to where we had talked about if we were to form a cult and what was a cult, and a few other things were discussed in that time. But also we decided that the Backyard Bonanza would be our cult of friendship that we would have in the Discord. And we have a new phrase, and it's a snippet within the Grapevine video that we're not going to point out, but you eventually have to check it. In the Backyard Bonanza, our Charlie's point south. And we're on the live, uncut, uncensored, and irrevocably circumcised.
Yep.
So
Otto, are you okay, buddy?
Yes.
Okay.
it's just of the things that you have drawn from your bag of holding.
Yeah, I
That-
don't like porcelain dolls.
She's
They,
cool.
They freak me out a little bit. And,
Oh.
yeah.
Is it going to cause you to feel a little shut down if Tiny keeps that thing out?
No,
or
I'm
is-
also I may have overindulged a little bit in the pre-show gardening.
Well,
so-
then that is fantastic, because we as astronauts
Astronaut.
are going to explore the world of ancient stone poetry. The first poem and poet that I'm going to bring out is actually a group of poets. They had a wonderful, wonderful poem called Carry On, Wayward Son. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Masquerading as a man with a reason, my charade is the event of the season. And if I claim to be a wise man, well, it surely means that I don't know. On a stormy sea of moving emotion, tossed about, I'm like a ship on the ocean. I set a course for winds of fortune, but I hear the voices say, carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Carry on, you will always remember. Carry on, nothing equals the splendor. Now your life's no longer empty. Surely heaven waits for you. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry. Don't you cry no more. No more. The thing that really is eye-opening to me, I think, about the ancient stone poets is if you a lot of times the theme is almost misconstrued about the energy of their poem. A lot of people feel the poem to be more upbeat and a little bit different. But to me, reading reading the lyric of this psalm kind of lets me feel. Actually, feels pretty shitty. Honestly,
Right,
It's sad AF.
It's kind of like your struggle will be done soon because you're going to be dead.
Yeah, like and I mean,
Well, not necessarily dead. In my mind, it brings out the fact that it's all temporary, the good, the bad. So it's okay if you cry right now because good is coming.
I like that interpretation. I can see that.
now your life's no longer empty. Surely heaven waits for you. That's bold. That's pretty. Plus, I mean, just on a stormy sea of moving emotion tossed about, I'm like a ship on the ocean. Hoo-hoo.
It really it just jumps out at you.
Like if anything's worth a forearm tattoo.
Full back piece.
Full back piece of Uchin?
Yeah.
But just the word Kansas is spelling it out?
What was the name of this ancient poetry group? You never said.
Ancient stone poetry? Yes, Kansas.
That would be a like Wizard Van back piece.
A Wizard Van side painting on the 95 was it Ford that we looked at today, or was it a
Which one? The orange one?
no, with the burnt orange with the black?
Yeah, that was the GMC. It was a
Son,
G20
son, I would do
or G30. Sorry.
okay. I've not liked a vehicle to the point to where in logic I could see myself having it. This one today that I saw on Tiny's Marketplace Finds made me feel every bit like somebody in the A-team should feel.
I couldn't tell you if I could ever get to a place where I could just have an old boxy van. I would love to have it like purple and then just a wizard, like ripped wizard launching
Yeah.
like lightning with a sword and like a babe down his side and like on the 70s like racer tires. I would drive that thing everywhere. It would be my pride and joy.
It had
absolutely.
it had those racer tires on it,
It
didn't
did, yep.
And it had the lowered
It had the
profile.
portholes on both sides.
Oh, the teardrop portholes. I
no,
would
no,
love
no,
to.
they were the roundies.
Oh, the rounds are cool, but like the teardrops are the
I
like
like both of
peak.
them.
Yes.
And as we were looking at these today, we actually reminisced in many of the descriptors of who would be driving these vans, because we looked through many different versions of these kind of vans, because you can find some vans that are absolutely not a good idea, like let's put my composting toilet next to my stove.
Right. There's vans that were used as vans, and then there were vans that were used as like, this is just a thing I drive, and now I'm going to sell it. Because if you buy a van that was used as a van, like if you ever drive by a job site and look at the van,
Oh my god, that's the
Ooh.
worst one in years. Let's keep that. I like it.
Totally.
but drive by a job site and look at the vans that they use. That's what a van that will be used as a van will look like. You do not want those. Those are held together by duct tape and dreams.
And deck screws.
Oh my god. Yeah, some U-Hauls might be as well around the area. I'm not
I
confessing
drove
to anything.
several work vans in my past. They're definitely deck screws.
So, from the sound of this psalm, son of a, this is, you know what? From the sound of this poem,
Couldn't steer your way out of it.
I hurt physically. I'm an astronaut. What kind of van do you think a person would drive based on this poem? If they were
Ford Econoline.
you think it would be? You think it would be that same stance, that
know.
one like that with the racer tires?
I think it's more of the G body.
Yeah.
GMC.
Yeah,
because-
because this is more like a working.
Yeah, the Econoline's more of a Copperhead Road kind of vibe.
Right.
Yeah, I could see.
Yeah, this
I
is
could
like
see-
that Dodge or Chevy G Series.
Yep.
Yeah, so that one to me is one that for a long time I've always, number one, wanted to make sure everybody knew every word to it, so they have an unrefutable place that they can just have it jogged into their memory. Like, oh, that's what it says here.
If you've listened to the poetry stations that are here in our town, it's hard to not know every word to that song if you've listened to it for any length of time.
Yeah, but I don't know a lot of people that listen to the active radio anymore.
If
Like
you-
the actual radio. Like if you're working at a factory or something, like they just sometimes put that on blast and it causes you to hate everything that you
For
hear.
years
yes,
and years.
yes.
So my poem that I brought is very nostalgic for me because it comes with a story as well. Now, my mother, before I was born, she was quite the looker, and she was on a outing with my soon-to-be father. And they went to a live recitation of this particular poet's poems. And my mother walked through to get a beverage for herself and my father, and as she walked by, he turned his head and looked at her because my mama was hot. He went on to later write this poem entitled Her Strut. She's totally committed to major independence, but she's a lady through and through. She gives them quite a battle. All that they can handle, she'll bruise some, she'll hurt some too. But oh, they love to watch her strut. Oh, they do respect her butt. They love to watch her strut. Oh, yeah, oh. Sometimes they'll want to leave her, just to give up and leave her. But they would never play that scene in spite of all of her talking. Once she starts in walking, this lady will be all they ever dreamed. Oh, they'll love to watch her strut. Oh, they'll kill to make the cut. They love to watch her strut. Ow. Oh yeah, love to watch her strut. Oh, they love to watch her strut. Oh, they do respect her, but they love to watch her strut. Oh, alright, Love the strut, love to watch her strut, oh. Love to watch her strut, oh. I love to watch her strut. Oh. Love the ladies strut. Oh. They love to watch her strut. Love to watch her strut. Oh. Oh, yeah. They love to watch her strut. That poem just reminds me of my mother. No. Not like that.
Phrasing.
My mother, who is gone off to be in the sky strutting with Jesus. It reminds me of my mother, and it's because I miss her and I love her very much.
The masturbatory way that some of the words get
No,
brought out.
no, it's just
whenever you have to read it instead of the way we're normally used to, and then the phrasing.
makes me nostalgic for my mom.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pee. I'm not gonna pee.
What's wrong with this poem is special to me.
So what kind of van do you think the person... No.
Well, considering this was Bob Seger, we already know.
Well, it would be Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet van. So it would most likely be a motorized Airstream, if that exists.
Called a Winnebago.
He would drive a Winnebago, but it would have so many windows, so he never missed a view.
Yep. Because he was hoping to catch a glimpse of my mom again.
Yeah. I believe the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is, and plus this is ancient times, because I mean, this is like
Bob Seger could have been my father.
this is like this is the late 70s, I believe.
I don't know.
If when the poem originally,
I don't know.
okay,
I can look maybe.
because I don't think he could be your father
It
if
doesn't
this
say.
was an engagement in the
Look,
late 70s.
don't ask too many questions.
I do ask too many questions, and I do apologize for that. I should just roll with it, baby.
So I have another ancient rock or ancient stone poet. This one is "The Boys Are Back in Town" by Thin Lizzy. Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that'd been away. Haven't changed, had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They asked me if you were around, how you was, if you could be found. Told them they're living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor, shaking what she got. Man, I tell you, she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. And that overall, in that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and slapped Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't want to know, forget her. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town. 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 Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? You spread the word around. Friday night, they'll be dressed to kill. Down at Dino's Bar and Grill. The drink will flow and blood will spill. And if the boys want to fight, you better let them. That jukebox in the corner, blasting all your favorite songs. The nights are getting warmer, it won't be long. It won't be long till summer comes, now that the boys are here again. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back, the boys are back, the boys are back. The boys are back in town again, been hanging down at Dino's. The boys are back in town again.
That
It's slightly terrifying whenever you really get into it, because it's like the boys seem like they're going to come in and wreck the place. They're looking for their women and going to go to Dino's and drink will flow and blood will spill.
it doesn't seem like a very safe alternative for anything, because to me this poem always sounds like celebratory, because it's like, well, the boys are back in town. That's exciting. The boys are back in town. But just think about it in a different way, though. Like, it sounds pretty violent, and it also sounds as if, it's a warning more so than like an excited chant. Like, it's not
These thugs are back in town. You better go tell her.
like it's not as much like a, hey, the boys are back in town. Hey, the boys are back in town. It's like the boys are back. The boys are back in town. Everybody get down. Spread the word around. The boys are back.
If they want to fight, you better let them.
I mean, that kind of leads me into mine, honestly.
Oh man, the boys are back.
Yes. This poem is called Who Let the Dogs Out?
But
1998.
but
But
that's not the
Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Well, the party was nice, the party was pumping. Hell yeah, yippee-yi-yo. And everybody having a ball. Uh-huh. Yippee-yi-yo. I tell the fellas, start the name calling, yippee-yi-yo. And the girls respond to the call. I heard a woman shout out. Who let the dogs out? Who? 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 I see D dance, people had a ball. 'Cause you really want to skip town. Get back, Gruffy. Back, Scruffy. Get back, you flea-infested mongrel. I'm gonna tell myself, hey man, no get angry. Hell yeah, sorry. Hey yeah, yippee-yi-yo. To any girls calling them canine. Hey yippee-yi-yo. But they tell me, hey man, it's part of the party. Yippee-yi-yo. You put a man in front and her man behind. I heard a woman shout out.
Well, hold on. Can I get a repeat?
You put a man in front and her man behind. I heard a woman shout out. Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who? I see the dance people had a ball. Cause you really want to skip town. Get back, Gruffy. Back, Scruffy. Get back, you flea-infested mongrel. Well, if I am a dog, the party is on. I gotta get my groove 'cause my mind done gone. Do you see the rays coming from my eye? Walking through the place that Digiman is breaking it down.
Oh shit!
Me and my white shorts, and I can't see color. Any color will do. I'll stick on you. That's why they call me Pitbull. 'Cause I'm the man of the land. When they see me, say who? Who let the dogs out? 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 Who? This last one is a little interactive. So after the who's, I need y'all to say yippee-yi-yo. Okay? Who let the dogs out? Who?
Yippee-yi-yo.
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 Yeah.
I'm not snapping at that.
I hate that you just.
What's your justification?
You have no justification besides the fact that you wanted to do it, and you don't
Is
have
that-
to explain.
Tiny, is
yourself.
that your justification?
You don't have to explain yourself farther.
No, I want him to. I want
He's
to
going
hear
to try
his
to Kevin Bacon 21 degrees of, and
I want to see his process. I know it's bullshit, but I want to see it. I know he worked hard on it.
My process of what specifically?
Why did you pick this certain poetry? Because we're talking about ancient stone poets.
Because it kind of rocks
I
for the time.
fucking.
Tiny, every time I think I can't be surprised by something you do, you show me that I can in fact still be just blindsided out of nowhere.
You're welcome.
And I appreciate that about you.
I'm what's known as a chaos gremlin.
I know I live with one, but somehow it's just a different flavor that I'm not used to. I'm used to like my flavor of like how my wife is, but this is just like I'm not used to parrying this bullshit. It just comes at me from a different angle.
Oh my god.
Also, I just thought it would be funny.
You know, in the spirit of that leads me into my next one. It is honestly, it's just as obscure as what you had going on there, except this is a little bit more straightforward into the ancient stone poets. This is a supergroup, actually. The Dire Straits had a poem that resonated in a weird spot because it was delivered in a very slam poetry style. It was a very heavy beat. It was very cosmic with the way that it felt in the listening hall. And Sting, not the wrestler,
To the
Was
same
it
person.
Important
was one of the
distinction.
members
They're the same person.
of this super poet group. Now look at them yo-yos. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing, and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell you, them guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We gotta install microwave ovens. Custom kitchen deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move those colored TVs. There is a word in here I can't say, but I will see that little with the earring and the makeup. Yeah, buddy. That's his own hair. Yeah, that little has his own jet airplane. That little he's a millionaire. We gotta install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these color TVs. We gotta install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these color TVs. I should have learned to play the guitar. I should have learned to play the drums. Look at that mama. She got it sticking at the camera. Man. We could have some. And he's up there. What's that? Hawaiian noises? Banging on a bongo like a chimpanzee? That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. We have to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these color TVs. Listen, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Oh boy. Fun fact. I believe we might have a contender for Friends in Low Places.
Oh no.
Buckle up and get ready for the ride. Get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. Ooh, money for nothing. Chicks for free. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. Get your money for nothing. Get your chicks for free. Get your money for nothing, and the chicks for free. Get your money for nothing, and the chicks for free. Look at that. Look at that. Get your money for nothing. This has crowd participation in it if you would like to join in. When I say nothing, you say, I want my. I'll say it again, and you say, I want my MTV.
Oh, this is a lot of thinking about.
I want my MTV. Get your money for nothing.
I want my.
Get your money for nothing.
I want my MTV.
And the chicks for free. Money for nothing.
I want my.
Chicks for free.
On MTV.
Close.
I want my MTV. 4 words.
I better.
Surprise, surprise.
Hold on.
Guess what? Patreon.
I better check that.
Oh dear God. Oh God.
Oh, Patreon.
This is gonna be an
My balls.
episode.
It's just chaos. It's chaos. Fucking Baja Man.
Yes.
I am not shocked. And when my wife found
Hey, you had a me too.
What?
A me, where your mouth fails to work. Tiny had one earlier. Your brain knows the words, but your mouth forgets halfway through.
Uh-oh, Tiny's having problems over there.
Oh, the tripod has been moved.
Uh-oh, the tripod's moving in the middle. Oh, what happened?
Oh no.
What's going on?
How did it stop after 13 seconds?
Oh, so we don't have any of the episode.
None of it.
It's funny. This is on Patreon right now, and only Patreon's getting to hear this part. This is going to get edited out of the episode, but since you paid for Patreon, you
This
get to know
is-
that we're going through some chaos right now.
You get the audio experience. Jesus.
See,
And where's my big vape at? I'm trying.
we're not going to be able to start the video completely over for you with Patreon because we don't have magical powers. But the video that doesn't exist will be replaced by. It's up to you. We can take a vote on it, even though you're already busy with another one. It's going to be either a painted up belly button of mine or Tiny's.
Not gonna be mine.
It could be Tiny's painted belly button.
I don't have one.
What are we?
You don't have
okay,
a belly button.
Wait,
you have a belly button.
Look at this bastard.
I'm first hearing this. What's going on?
I'm trying to mess him up while he's over there setting up the camera, talking about us painting our belly buttons for a poll on the.
Understand why it stopped after 13 seconds.
Hey, you know, I've had a very similar conversation with somebody like that before. And it's,
I swear.
Deleted the other video.
I swear it's normally longer than this.
so is it back up and running again?
How long's the episode been so far?
So far in, let me look at the episode length. Not that long into it. You're fine. 44 minutes.
Oh. Great.
Well, I'm gonna do my song next, then, since y'all got to do two.
It's not a song. It's a poem. Back in
We're
the
on
character.
Patreon.
I know.
Oh, hold on. We got to do the thingy.
Patreon. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh.
So I have brought another ancient rock poet.
Can I say this real quick?
fuck? Patreon, you know. Also, hey, if you want to, there's also another link down in the description. You can join our Patreon, get all the bonus squeeze out of this grape. Like they get all the extra stuff. They get it from record button to record button, and you can have that too for just 10 whole American dollars a month. And for $5 you get the audio, but for 10 you get all the videos. It's like an OnlyFans, but we keep our clothes on most of the time, except for that one time that someone didn't. And if you're in Patreon, you know. So why don't you join and you can know too?
Yeah, I got my ass waxed.
Yeah.
I was
There was a Power Ranger safety sock.
Oh yeah, they did have the Power Rangers safety sock. I forgot
It was
about
Trini. She kept everyone safe.
Oh my god, Saber-tooth tiger.
So this ancient rock poet,
Oh, the ancient stone poet.
ancient stone poet,
Similar thing.
uh,
It's almost like a play on words or something.
this poem is called Fat Bottom Girls by the group Queen. Are you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside the red firelight.
This is hard for me.
Are you gonna let me let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Hey, I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery, huh? Left alone with big fat Fanny, she was such a naughty nanny. Hey, big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. Hey, hey. I've been singing in my band, cross the water, across the land. I've seen every blue-eyed floozy on the way, hey. By the beauty and their style, went kinda smooth after a while. Take me to them dirty ladies every time. Come on. Oh, won't you take me home tonight? Oh, down beside your red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Hey, listen here. Now I'm gonna mortgage on my homes. I've got stiffness in my bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality, I tell you. Oh, but I still get my pleasure. Still got my greatest treasure. Hey, big woman, you're gonna make a big man out of me. Now get this. Oh, down beside the red firelight, are you gonna let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Get on your bikes and ride. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Them fat bottom girls. Fat bottom girls. Yeah. 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 Ain't riding 'em cowboy. Alright, ride 'em cowboy. Fat bottom girls. Yes. Yes.
That is a challenge. That is a challenge I did not know if I would be prepared to face.
Look, she just slid a little. Ada's perfectly fine. Ada, you cool? You good, G?
I didn't prepare to face.
There's the safety pig.
The doll was standing perfectly still, and then she moved.
She got tired of standing. She wanted to sit.
The first part of our video completely blacked out after 13 seconds. Tiny,
Maybe we die after 13 minutes now.
what if I tell you, I don't want you to bring a haunted doll into my house?
She's not haunted. She
You
she's
gave her
literally
know the
from a place
history.
called Goodwill.
That does not mean anything.
I mean,
Why didn't you give her a name?
Fairness, I didn't. It's on her tag. But in all fairness, it does look like her foot and part of her dress has what could be blood on her. She has a tag right here.
how does that make it better?
Just saying, that's how I knew her name.
Tiny, we're past spooky season, and you brought a doll with literal could be blood on it.
She rides in my car with me. That's how I can get in, like, the heavy traffic lane. Also, you know how sometimes you're driving and somebody pulls up beside you because they think you slighted them in traffic and they start yelling and cussing at you? Do you know how effective it is to make that stop when you just reach over and pick up Ada and you both look at them?
Well, I guess in the spirit of this episode and the strict adherence to the ancient stone poets. Also, no, real quick, before we get into that, Otto, I think that if somebody that would write a poem such as Fat Bottom Girls, I believe that they would most assuredly have to have some extra chrome railings as a footboard along the sides of their vans.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case they want them extra thick so they can have that step up.
So it would be probably one of the Ford Econolines because those are wider, so you could actually fit a love seat along the back wall. It would have shag carpet. Probably it'd be the tow model, so it'd have the heavier axle and probably a big block in it.
So the club wagon.
Yeah, it would be. There would be. This is an ancient rock term. It'd be what was known as a shagging wagon.
Yeah.
Probably.
A
And
stabbing cabin.
that'd be a white one, but this one would probably be have
Why
a...
does she have to be white?
For the stabbing. Oh, a different stabbing. I thought you were meaning the murder stabbing.
Yeah.
No, just another term for shagging wagon, a stabbing cabin.
Yes, that one.
This, and as I was saying, to the strict adherence to our ancient stone poetry, I'm going to tell you one of my favorite ancient stone poets that brings me joy every time I need joy, like my
Does it
own.
make you think of your mother?
No, it makes me think it's my own personal safe space. It's like my own personal prayer that I say to myself when bad thoughts are in my head.
This is the song
And I
think it
am
is.
so
It's exactly-
excited
it's
to
exactly- Oh my
share the
God.
gospel with everybody
God.
out there because of that haunted fucking doll you brought into my house explicitly after I told you not to bring haunted dolls into my house. Oh, I didn't know it was haunted. It just might have blood on it. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. You might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. A woo-oo. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. A woo-oo.
I've never heard this so aggressive.
Tales of daring, do-bad, and good luck tales. Woo! When it seems they're headed for the final curtain. Cool deduction never fails, that's for certain. The worst of messes becomes successes. DuckTales. Woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo! Tales of daring, do-bad, and good luck tales. Woo!
Face hurts.
Danger, watch behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What you do, just grab onto some DuckTales. Woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo!
I didn't know the song could be so
Tales of daring, good, bad, and good luck tales.
Oh god.
Woo!
I hurt so much.
Not ponytails
Oh, it goes on.
or cottontails.
I didn't know there was more.
It's DuckTales. Woo!
Why are you so overly aggressive?
That's my good energy, and she can't overpower that. Woo! Woo, brother! Woo! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Stone Cold says every day they're out there making DuckTales. Hell yeah! What? Woo! Oh my god!
This is a cursed episode.
Honestly, it is a cursed episode because
I
of
mean, the
what
last one was too.
we've been having a string of curses.
I did own Ada during the time of editing the last one.
Get rid of the doll! Get rid of it! Get rid of it!
Get rid of the doll.
Make it gone! I don't care where! Make it gone, not here!
You should touch the dress. It makes your hands feel so dirty for so long.
It's because it's from Goodwill.
I mean, yeah.
That's just Goodwill in general. Even the Franklin Goodwill that I just went to had that residue on some of the clothes, and they were Gucci.
You can walk in there, not touch a thing, and walk out, and you will have that residue on you.
Look, I will say, of the stack of 36 dolls, she was the one that spoke to me.
I wonder why. I wonder why, Tiny.
Look, I lived with a woman and a doll, so
You
I mean,
walked this. If this was Skyrim, you walked up to something that was on a pedestal with a bright light on it that was glowing purple, and said,
It's a quest item.
and
And
said,
around-
hey, this will poison you, and you're like, hey, I'm going to pick that up and take it with
And there
me.
was
What
a
if it's a
cut
quest
scene.
item?
When you accepted the quest item, there was a cut scene, and while your hand was reaching toward it, in the background, in the shadows, coming from behind the light, you heard.
I'm pretty sure that was the guy mopping the floor.
No, it was a floor buffer, actually.
I don't know what his job title is, okay?
Dude, I can't believe it's not butter. No, seriously, when the doll moved on its own a little while ago, even though it was perfectly fine just standing up, there wasn't a lot of banging and booming or
I mean,
anything
it
going
stood
on.
up for a solid 40-something minutes.
Like just 40-something minutes, that doll was standing up by itself, just hanging out. And then it falls down.
Maybe she's a little upset because her hat's kind of falling off.
Tiny, stop giving it personifications when it's already a personification in the first place just by design. Don't act like it's alive.
That gives it energy.
I hate...
Don't talk about Ada like that. She might have been a person with feelings.
Tiny, stop it. I can't.
She's a $6 Goodwill doll. When was the last time you bought haunted stuff from Goodwill?
That's the thing with Goodwill's donations. You don't know what was haunted. Things travel. Things get stuck on things.
This actually starting to sound a little bit like an episode of the 700 Club where you sit down there telling them, make sure that you cleanse and properly pray over your thrift shop finds. Are they bringing the devil
Look
into your...
Look at the back of her dress. Tell me that don't look like blood or something. Oh, her hat's falling off. Hold on. Here you go, girl. I got you, girl. See, I'd make a good dad.
Danger, watch behind you.
I'll just even
There's a
put her back in
stranger
her
out
seat.
to find you.
If
Hey,
you
her
make him
foot's
go
on
through
your dice
DuckTales
bag.
again, I'll be upset.
What you do, just grab onto some DuckTales.
So my last one is Hotel California.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's-
What this is? I'm excited. I've not heard the spoken word of this in a long time.
I'm curious how many refrains it will have.
On a
though.
dark on a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven, or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle, and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say,
DuckTales.
"Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California.
Woo.
Any time of year, you can find it here." Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She's got a Mercedes Benz. She's got a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard. Sweet summer sweat.
Woo.
Some dance to remember, and some dance to forget.
DuckTales.
So I called up the captain. "Please bring me my wine." He said, "We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away.
DuckTales.
Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say,
Woo.
welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. They're living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling. The pink champagne on ice." And she said,
DuckTales.
"We are all just prisoners here of our own device.
Woo.
And in the master's chambers, they've gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before."
Watch behind you.
"Relax," said the night man. "We are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave." Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here.
It's one thing for to like keep it under wraps when it's the massive screamings inside of my head for fat bottom girls. to not just bust out, just kicking my foot on the ground and just beating the tempo. But damn, it's one of the best guitar solos ever. Oh, and just carry. I'm sorry. I had conversations about this poem with my mom at a younger age because I used to think it sounded really scary. Because I can remember her listening to readings of this poem, and it would be, it always kind of creeped me out. Like it was like spooky.
Yeah.
Like you stab something, you can't kill it. There's no escape from this place. Da 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 da. And I was like, it sounds real scary. It sounds like a haunted house. And mom's like, no, it's hell. I'm like, what? That's worse.
What is more of a scary place to a child down in the Bible Belt than? Oh yeah, it's hell.
Well, then make sure you're thinking about hell when you got scared thoughts. Otherwise, it's not the kind of fear you need.
See, that's why you don't need to listen to that devil music there. See, they're singing about hell because that's where you're going to be if you let that into your heart. Because if you sing along to it, you're writing that on your heart, and you're going to get that in. Jesus won't love you when you listen to
So
that.
what I got from that is California equals hell.
I believe that there are a lot of people that believe in that, actually.
Yeah, and a lot of them move over here to Tennessee just because, apparently hell is not as much fire and brimstone as it is like $47 for a loaf of bread.
Right. But I have another poem.
Hit me.
I'll let you. I'll let you figure this one out. I feel like you'll get it.
I hate you if it's another one of those that's going to make me.
Do 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 do.
Miss Robinson.
Do 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 do.
I'm packed
Tonight, I want to give it all to you. In the darkness, there's so much I want to do, and tonight I want to lay in at your feet, 'cause girl, I was made for loving you, and girl, you were made for loving me.
This is the only one.
I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me?
Ooh, yeah.
Tonight, I want to see it in your eyes. Feel the magic. There's something that drives me wild. And tonight, we're going to make it all come true. 'Cause girl, you were made for me. And girl, I was made for you. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for me, loving me. And I can get all of you, baby. Can you give it all to me? Oh, can't get enough. Oh, oh. I can't get enough. Oh, oh. Can't get enough. Yeah, ha. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? Oh, I was made. You were made. I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't give it all to you, baby.
You know, honestly, when you first started off, I had like 3 or 4 that was popping. Like, is this Mr. Robinson? No, no. Is this Semi Charm Kind of Life? No. And then you hit me with the first few lines, and I lost it a little bit because that hit me from so left field. Like, of all of the poems that the group Kiss could put out for me to listen to their readings, I can't not read along when that song is
It's a
that
very
fucking poem's playing.
It's a very hooky poem, and it gets into that psalm territory where it almost takes over you, and you have to like recite it. And it's honestly one of their less recited ones, that I've heard a lot. So
Yeah, especially on our on one of our local poetry
reading stations.
Yeah, one of our local poetry networks. They'll only play 1 or 2 of the Kiss poems, and that's Rock and Roll All Night. Maybe Beth.
Detroit, no.
They don't play Detroit Rock City enough, so I think that's another one that needs a little bit more attention. But man, now if somebody had that would get down to the poetry of that, they would have a wizard on the side of their van. It would have a mushroom I feel like it'd be mushroom shaped window in the back. One of them custom jobs.
I could see that.
And the side of it would be like, as the light hits it as you're driving past it, like your eyes pick up different versions of stars that you can only see at that certain light.
It'd have that like color shifting paint where the light changes the colors on it.
But it's only for the star patterns.
Right.
Ooh, glorious.
I'm gonna fight them off. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off. Taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes says leave it alone. Don't want to hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the Hounds of Hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling's coming far from my bones, says find a home. I'm going to Wichita, far from this opera forevermore. I'm gonna work the straw, make the sweat drip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me, and I will think no more. And the stains coming from my blood tell me go back home.
You see, if you were to tell people the name of that poem, they probably wouldn't know it without the bass vocal reading in the background that is always underlying to his reading in the same beat. And the bass voice is always going, bum, 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 bum. Just saying bum.
Yes.
Just bum, 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 bum.
It's a very
bum.
iconic
It's a very
opening sound.
right. It's a very famous two poet group, and one of the poets was just more of that like tonal sound a lot of the
Yes.
time.
Mm-hmm. That was that's actually fairly poetic, and just being read out like that. That's
Jack White.
I dig that. I'm going to Wichita, far from this opera forevermore. That's a pretty good little line right there.
Yep.
I'm thinking of more things I can paint for Etsy.
Gotcha.
Well, we come to you to try to bring you a little bit of a
Culture. A little bit of culture.
a little bit of culture with the antique stone poets. It's classic rock. I mean, that was the play on words. Hopefully you understood Ancient Stone.
Not related to the Stone Temple pilots. They're a
Right.
different thing.
Yeah, which is
Ada
also
enjoyed it,
which is also
didn't you?
I didn't enjoy
you?
Ada. I
Get rid,
didn't
Tiny, get rid of the doll.
I
It's-
didn't enjoy
just get rid
Ada
of the doll.
being here. I hope that everybody has a
She's
pleasant
older than
week.
all of us.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
she can go.
That's where cursed items come from.
away.
They don't die.
Everybody, have a good rest of your week. Thank you for listening to us yammer on in our stupidity today. We had a fun time. It was a little bit of chaos. It was a cursed episode also because of electrical malfunctions and this damn haunted doll that moved on its own.
She's
Right.
not haunted.
If-
Look, she just wanted to sit and she wanted to pet the safety.
Inanimate objects don't have wants.
table. Look at her. She got her little flowers.
It's not a she, it's an it.
She's chilling with her foot on your dice bag.
It is a doll. Patreon, you know the full extent of all the wackiness that happened.
Oh, you know what? If
We can post a picture of her.
We'll throw a picture up in the Discord.
Maybe she won't show up on film. We don't know. Wouldn't
if
that be kinda
life
cool?
if life gave me grapes, I would most likely destroy that fucking doll.
I don't know why y'all hate Ada so much. Look at her face.